the Latinos Out Loud podcast. Yeah, that's what this is. Latinos Out Loud.
Yo, 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 LOLeros. Hi, it's me again, tu amiguita, tu hermanita. Yeah, Rachel La Loca, still here in the 305, Loca on location. LOL, you know I love acronyms. Miami, thank you so much. It's your Miami, it's my Miami. That's why they call it Miami. They've really rolled out the red carpet for me here. I've been going to so many wonderful places and seeing so many wonderful faces, some that I just met and some that I've known for a long time. But I love this market. And let me tell you something, the food here, yo, the croquetas, Versalles, all the stuff, everything is ham and cheese, just so you know. If you've never been here before, everything is ham and cheese. So just get ready. It's ham and cheese nation down here, all right? And different kinds of ham. There's like, different kinds of pork. Like, don't come here if you don't like pigs, okay? Because it's like pig heaven. Anyway, this is another episode of Latinos Out Loud. Thank you to the BŌKEN agency that is housing us today and like allowing me to do these amazing interviews with such great talent, these culture shifters, change makers, cycle breakers, all the things. And I am saving the best for last. And I say this because he's a personal friend. Everyone who I've interviewed thus far in Miami has been amazing. But most of these people I met for the first time, except for this next gentleman that I'm going to introduce. I met Josue back in 2006, because the girl used to be like a corporate marketer and whatnot, working for the man and the woman, and like being sent to all these amazing events to do things. And you know when you have a friend that you learn from, like a lot? Well, I can say that I am going to attribute a lot of the things that I know and that I'm successful at in the realm of event production and any kind of production to this man. His name is Josue Diaz, and he's a visual merchandiser. He's a fashionista. He's an icon and such an amazing human. Like, he's just really good at being human. Please put your lighters up for Josue Tuti Diaz. I call him Tuti. Oh. And we're just trying to figure out the origin of Tuti. I think we were on the cruise ship. What cruise line was it? Do you remember? It wasn't Carnival.
It could have been.
Maybe.
It could have been because I think there was a promotion.
Yeah.
They were opening up one of the new ships.
Yeah.
And we were doing the most.
This was a really, really fun. First of all, welcome to Latinos Out Loud.
Yes,
it's so
thank
good to see you.
It's so good to see you
I'm
too.
rarely in Miami. It's been actually like 10 years since I've been here. So
crazy.
I whipped out the Rolodex and I'm like, this is who I need to see. And Josue was on the list. Wow. So Tuti, I was working marketing for a company called Editorial Televisa, which was a magazine publisher. Remember magazines? You know, the things you turn the pages.
Yeah,
and
they kind of went like this. Yeah,
like,
papelitos.
Papelitos.
You know? Yeah.
If you don't know, just go Google magazine. And we were working for National Geographic and Espanol. And we did this promo where they were unveiling a new cruise ship that traveled to like different islands and whatnot. And we were hired to create the different island experiences at different points on the ship. So it was an event for media. So it was like a one-night cruise, basically around Miami, right? Like,
it was in and out.
It was in and out.
It was in and out.
But we only had one day to do all this decor.
Yeah.
We got on the boat, I don't know, we got there as early as we could, maybe like 6 a.m. It was early. Yeah. And we did like a good maybe 12 to 15 hour shift, I would say, if not more.
Yeah, I mean, you recalled that so well. You know, what I thought was interesting, so I got there because of Armando, our mutual friend,
Armando,
right?
Shout out to you, we love you.
Yeah, boo. You would be great in this thing here.
Yeah, I'm coming for you, Armando. I'm coming for you.
And, you know, when he told me about this project that he wanted me to do, well, Armando and I met each other in the Art Institute. Miami International University of Art and Design. Okay. That was the right name.
Tell him.
And, you know, we hit it off. There was always a connection. And he was the best at what he did, you know, and in a very humble way, I'm going to say, I was highly passionate at what I did.
You're good.
And we knew that about each other. We did great teamwork, you know, and so, you know, good talent. And then when we were doing this project, you know, he was giving me this vision, and I thought, what? You want to do what? Okay. And you know what's so interesting about when you are in that creative field, and even when you're younger, you don't have that brain that's constantly telling you that it's not possible, or that inner saboteur that says, you can't do that.
Right.
I think you learn that kind of actually with experiences and with failures,
Right.
you know, and then you learn to overcome that level of saboteur. And so if you would have told me today to do that project, I would have been like, first of all, we need I need
An
3
army.
months of planning for what you're talking about,
Yeah.
and how are we going to execute it, and the people.
Yeah.
Now, how did you and I meet? Well, you're one of those people. High passion, high perseverance.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've heard of Angela Duckworth.
No.
So she has a book called Grit, and that is the basis of high passion, high perseverance. People that have grit,
Yeah.
have high passion, high perseverance.
Yeah, baby.
And you know, there's even a grit scale. You can actually take a test of how gritty you can be. And
I also
always
love to eat grits, by the way. That may be why
You're
I'm so
not that
gritty.
kind of grit.
Oh, okay, not that kind of grits. Sorry, my bad. Butter on the grits.
She always brings it back to food, and then it throws me off because I love to eat too.
Okay, back to the
So,
grit.
Back to the grit. Thank you. So passion and perseverance. And I think that's what brought us together.
Yeah.
That's truly what brought us together. You know, there was an army of people there. And, you know, projects are about who you can collaborate with.
Yeah.
And people that are going to help you and support you through the process
Yeah.
without giving you obstacles. The
Right.
people that are there to support are actually going to help you remove the obstacles, no matter what they are. Are they mental obstacles? Are they physical obstacles? Are they emotional obstacles? There's so many levels of obstacles, but a good friend, a good supporter, a good leader is going to help you remove those. And I think it was so easy to be drawn to you and your energy because of that. That's who you are. That's your aura. That's your person. And out of everyone that was in that group, yes, everybody collaborated, but you were all about it. You were having the best time of your life doing something that you had no idea
No idea.
at all.
Armando and Barbie told me
all.
what I had to do, and I was like, you guys, I don't do this,
You're
but I
like,
will try.
Right. And then that goes back to the other thing I want to talk about, which is growth mindset. And have you heard of Carol Dweck?
No, you're taking me to
So-
school, and I love
Oh, baby, because you know I'm a teacher at heart.
it. Okay, teach.
I'm a teacher at heart.
Teach and
So
preach.
Carol Dweck, she wrote the book Mindset. And that came out back in 2006.
Oh, the
when
year we met.
Yeah.
Weird.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Not weird. It's not a
Meant to be.
coincidence. But coincidences are what? Coincidences are cooperational incidents.
The universe.
The universe brought that together, right?
Yeah.
That was the moment. And, you know, back then, this was mind blowing. This was so the idea of growth mindset is talking about the belief that learning is continual and learning can happen over time.
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible. And so whenever you're saying something like, well, I can't do this, that would be fixed mindset. But growth mindset would look like, I can't do this yet, but maybe if I continue practicing, I could learn to do it. And this is how Angela Duckworth ties this back to the idea of grit. People that have high passion and high perseverance usually have high growth mindset, you know? So I think Armando always had that. I think I always had that. We had this amazing public relations teacher. And back then he was talking about the 3 Ps: purpose, passion, perseverance.
I love that.
So he was already talking about the 2 main components of grit, and yet he added purpose to that, which I thought was so beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, and so he is the teacher that I probably admired the most at that university because he taught us so much. I mean, all my teachers were amazing.
Yeah.
But there was something so special about him in that aspect that I always remember that. And when I met you, I just knew it. I'm like, this girl has it.
Aw.
It doesn't matter what she's gonna do, she's gonna do it. She's
Yeah.
gonna do it.
That's always how I approach things. It's I don't have the I can't do it
Yeah.
mentality. Like
Never.
maybe I'll doubt myself a little, but I won't know how good or bad I'm going to be unless I try it. So
Yeah.
let's get granular. Because one of the things that you taught me on this project was like flower cutting and arranging.
Yeah.
You guys, I had no experience with flowers, and these were intricate, beautiful, and very expensive flowers.
Yeah.
You guys brought in these
We
flowers.
had probably, if not $5, $6, maybe $7,000 worth of flowers back then, which today would probably equate to maybe $10,000 or $12,000 of
They
flowers.
were beautiful.
There was everything
flown in from
there.
different countries.
Yeah.
And I was like, are
Yeah.
you guys sure you want to trust me with these, like, orchids from Bora Bora? Like, are you sure I'm from Brooklyn and I will, like, cut of these things, but I'm not going to, like, do a good job. But you taught me a lot about arranging and colors and height and
Yeah.
depth
Yeah.
and just styling,
Yeah.
which, if you look at this man's portfolio today, it's no wonder why he's so good at this, because you could do that with anything: flowers, clothes, lamps,
Yeah.
jewelry, product, like just bottles of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was that, and we had to basically develop these islands
Yeah.
in activations, in marketing activations at each corner of the boat. It looked stellar.
Yeah.
So it was like, picture this, we're in like the lower level of the cruise ship, right? Like right outside of our doors. The entire hallway was lined with stems and boxes of beautiful flowers and all the things that we were doing to cut. And we had to put the flowers inside of these little tubes of water. And so we're just cutting and getting blisters and all this shit, getting thorns.
All kinds of things.
All kinds of shit. But like the final product, I wish I had pictures.
Yeah.
But back then there were no cell phone cameras. That's how long
Isn't
ago
that
it was.
crazy?
It's so
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm sure I have some photos. I'll have to go through my portfolio.
Can you please
I'll
find
look
them?
through. I'll see if I find something.
And
for
we
us.
had
Yeah.
blow-ups of the magazines, like the covers, and I forget the islands that it went to. But then when we were done, which was like right before they opened the doors for press,
Yeah.
I think we were done at like 5 a.m. or something like that. It was crazy. We didn't even eat. We were delirious, but I really had the time of my life. We were making so many jokes, like while we're cutting flowers, of course, like we realized that he was calling me Wendy. Can you tell everybody why you were calling me Wendy?
Well, Wendy Tutti. So, back then I used to get these. So if I met someone and if I felt like I had met them from a previous life, I would have this little voice kind of just like repeating a name over and over and over and over, and I truly believe in like spirits are always speaking to us, universe is speaking to us. And I remember from when I met her, I loved her energy. I mean, who doesn't love your energy? And if they do, they're not from this world.
Thank you.
And I felt like I knew you from before,
Aww.
right? I felt like there was this cosmic previous life connection. And I kept remembering like Wendy, Wendy, Wendy. And then the whole Tutti thing was like, you were like just going crazy with that. And that just stuck, But what I was telling you earlier around Wendy and that name, that was my way of back then being able to identify that there was a past life connection, right? And over time, as you become more aware and more open to these voices from the universe, and you have these just beautiful journeys that you feel truly guided. And the more comfortable you learn to speak with your inner self and the universe and everything around you, the more familiar you are, the more easy it is to receive these messages.
Yeah.
And now I can recognize a past life connection. And because I recognize it, I don't need that name to be the call out to say, hey, you know this person.
That's so deep.
I don't need that identifier.
You're wiser, you're smarter, you're more experienced. Speaking
Listen,
of...
that happens with time.
It sure does.
Yeah, and it's happened with you.
I mean, I also... Real recognize real. And now in my
Yeah.
40s, like, you really recognize
You
real,
know it.
right?
Yeah,
And now-
absolutely. No time for BS.
Ain't nobody got time for the
No.
BS.
No.
Ain't nobody... Bronchitis? Nobody got time for that. So
I
you...
got bronchitis.
Do you? I'm so glad you know that viral video.
Of
I love that
course.
woman. I would love to
Yes.
meet her in person
Yes.
one day.
We hope to
Bronchitis.
meet you.
Listen, come on the show. But she probably say to me, "Ain't nobody got time for a podcast. Podcast. Ain't nobody got time for that."
I hope
Well,
she does it.
we'll see.
We'll
But you're
see.
here.
Yes.
Speaking of experience, and yes, it's so nice to feel like the wise old owl sometimes, where you
Yeah.
can like filter through who, you see what I did, owl, who is real and who is not. So I want to
Yeah,
call out
me
your
too.
experience right now. You at this point have worked with mega brands, okay? I'm gonna drop a few: Louis Vuitton, Saks Fifth Avenue. Now you're working, I hope I don't say it wrong,
BŌKEN KIN. Yeah.
BŌKEN KIN. Okay.
Yeah.
They call on this man to do the visual merchandising. And for those of you that don't know what that is, I'm not going to define it, but I would love for you to define exactly what you do.
Okay. Well, I'll define visual merchandising, and there's always this ongoing joke about how do you define visual, because at the end of the day, it's the person that does everything, literally everything. I think to add to that, yes, that has been my specialty, but over time I have grown, and let's
Rewind.
let's give some more context. So I think let's start with the beginning. So
In the beginning, there was man and a woman and an apple and no, not
and a
that far
snake.
back.
Oh no, that's
Okay,
that's
no,
real.
we'll be here all
That's-
day.
Yeah,
We'll be here all
too
night.
long. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
Can we go like AD instead of BC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or JD, Josue Diaz.
Oh,
We'll
I
go
was
there.
hoping you would say that. I'm so glad you beat me to the punch. I was going to say it, but I'm glad you did.
Because we're in sync, baby.
In
That's why.
sync.
Hey.
Bye, bye, bye. We're so
Bye,
in sync.
bye.
Bye, bye. Okay, go.
All right, we're never gonna finish if we don't focus. You know that, right? Okay.
I'm down.
What was the question?
You were
Just
taking
kidding.
us back to
Take
the
us back
beginning
to the
of your
beginning.
career.
So what happened was I didn't know what I wanted to do back then, like career-wise. Today, if I was able to speak to my younger self, I think I would be able to say it's okay, because the way that you are built, you're not meant to do one thing or to be one thing. You are meant to do whatever your heart desires, create whatever you want, and make your own path. And when you think about things that are linear, well, linear is flat and usually not very stagnant. And almost for the most part, you choose a career path. Almost always it begins as linear,
Yeah.
right? And eventually you hope to branch out and have different variations. But I think if you find your passion and just your passion, and you know what you want to do, that's a start of it. But what happens when you're allowing yourself to not be linear? And maybe you went to school for one thing, but are you only going to do that because that's what you went to school for and that's what you feel comfortable in? Are you allowing the universe to show you other opportunities? Are you allowing time and space to say, you're not defined just by that? Is there more? And I think I had that beautiful mindset. I don't know where I adapted it from. And I would only assume it was from my middle school and high school teachers that were incredible, to have an open mind. And I wanted to be an interior designer. I wanted to be a veterinarian. I wanted to be a fashion designer. I wanted to paint and draw. I wanted to have my own brand. Like, there were just so many different things. And in general, there was a lot of creativity.
Yeah. Sounds
But
like
then-
a common denominator here.
But then there was the other side, which was the teacher side. And when I've had my palms read, I have this huge teacher line.
Aw.
So I think at heart, and another part of the passion, teaching, right?
Yeah.
So I actually went to high school, Miami Senior High. Hi, Stingeries.
Okay.
It was for the magnet of teaching profession. And when you teach, here's the thing. At first, you think of a teacher as like someone that's teaching in a classroom setting. And you're teaching in school. What is training and development? Teaching.
Yeah.
What is a yoga retreat?
Teaching.
Teaching. What is this conversation we're having?
Others will learn, so it's teaching.
It's teaching.
And you're teaching me a bunch of stuff too.
And you're teaching me a ton of things,
Aw.
right?
And you taught me so much about flowers. Yeah.
At the very least, right?
Yeah. To this day,
So,
I still
till
arrange
this day.
flowers and I love doing it. Anyway, go ahead. No, I really do.
Yeah.
Like when he buys me flowers, you always see me cutting flowers in the sink and like arranging them in height and color. Like I do it. It's a skill I learned from him.
Well, and here's the thing. What I loved about being with you was your ability to really want to learn. You had curiosity, right?
I did.
And you really wanted to learn.
Yeah.
So there were the people that were there to just do the job and help.
Yeah.
And you could actually say, okay, you're going to do A, B, C, and I would delegate,
Yeah.
and they would do it.
Yeah.
You were not that person.
Thank you, Sensei.
You were the one that said, arigato. You were the one that said, okay, what are we doing? Oh, we need to do this. Like you were thinking conceptually, you were thinking about the future, you were thinking in broader terms. You weren't thinking about black and white and A and B. And what I was doing with you at that moment, I was actually teaching you the elements and principles of design, which is exactly what you said. Elements and principles of design can be used in everything, anything and everything.
Yeah.
Whether you're an architect, an interior designer, an artist, a visual merchandiser, a fashion designer, anything that's in the art field, a graphic designer, you know, it's a science.
Yeah.
It's things that people react to. Like there's things that we know about it that make us act and feel a certain way. When it comes to color theory, there's science behind it. There's understanding why certain colors are chosen.
We were working with such beautiful colors and the ocean as our backdrop.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it
So,
really was.
Define visual merchandising in terms
right,
of what
absolutely.
you do.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not even doing visual right now.
Ah,
it's
okay.
part of what I'm doing. It's part of what I'm doing. But yes, my career began as visual.
Yeah. I
So-
remember hearing about the cool things you did for like the Saks Fifth Avenue windows.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
so,
crazy.
You know, basically, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I actually took a year off from high school. I was probably one of the only ones from my friends. And everybody was like, why aren't you going straight to college? Why don't you just start doing something? And I was like, I don't even know what I want to do. Why would I start going to school without a true purpose? You know, and to this day, I don't regret it. I actually think it was the best thing I could have done because otherwise, that was my way of finding my voice.
Yeah.
That was my way of looking inside and saying, Josue, what do you really want to do? What excites you? What are you passionate about? What do you love to do? What do you want to do? This is the opportunity you have.
Yeah.
You know, I think if I would have gone straight to college and I would have just started doing my basics and my credits, I would have been focused on, I got to get schoolwork done. And my mind would have been focused on that.
You would have been in a box.
I would have been in a box.
Yeah.
100%.
Nobody puts Tutti in a box.
Nope. Tutti can't be in a box.
No.
Because then he starts to punch and get out and wants to get out. No. So, you know, once I was able to figure that out, it became clearer I had to do something in fashion. What happened was I was looking for a part-time job, still in high school, and a friend happened to say, hey, I work at Banana Republic. You should come and work at Banana Republic.
Oh.
And I was like, what's that? And he's like, it's a fashion company. And I'm like, what? Really? He's like, just come, just do it. I had no idea back then, you know, that there was this whole universe in the world of fashion. I mean, and it's not just fashion. Like, there's business savviness that comes with it. There's the design process.
Yeah.
There's the merchandising as far as like product assortment. And then there's the visual merchandising, the presentation. And then there's the selling of it.
You've got to
You
drive
know?
sales.
You gotta drive sales.
A good consumer experience.
From beginning to end, baby.
Yeah.
And I think that's what actually has now become my specialty
Oh.
after 25 years. Being able to bring all of that together to create the ultimate client experience.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we've got to wrap up sadly, but like, what's some advice that you have for others that are looking to do a career in this? Because it sounds like you are tapping or you've tapped into your passions,
Yeah.
your hobbies,
Yeah.
your creative, the creative hemisphere of your brain.
Mm-hmm.
So aside from going to school, which, yeah, you could do, but what are some words of advice knowing what you know now? Like you mentioned a younger Josue. Younger Tuti is right there. You see him?
I see Tuti over there. Little
Hi.
Tuti. Hi,
Hi,
Tuti.
little Tuti. Hi, mini Tuti. Tutilicious. Listen to Sensei Tuti. Because
Sensei
he's going to
Tuti.
tell you, now that he knows all this stuff, like, he's going to pave a smoother road for you, mini Tuti.
Yeah. Well, I think I would say have an open mind. Have an open mind. Find yourself, find your ground. Whatever that means for you, whatever that takes, whether it's spiritual or non-spiritual. But for me, finding that self was really, really, really important. If you know who you are, then it's easier to know who you want to be. If you can identify the people that you admire and you love, then the easier it is to adapt to that and become that, and let that be a beautiful synchronicity of who you are and who you want to become. I think finding your passion, and your passion may be the same. It may change over time. And see, I thought my passion was for the arts and creativity, and it is, but my higher passion, my higher vision is making others feel amazing. And it happened to manifest in the form of fashion and in the form of creating these beautiful visual displays, beautiful products, but most of all, experiences. I was able to create experiences for people. And in the luxury world, it's a little different. It's an elevated version. It truly is more exclusive. And I've had the gift to be able to learn those skills, to master some of them, and I'm still learning. It's something that learning is continual. And I'm hoping that I'm able to continue to bring experiences that are out of this world, that are remarkable to anyone and everyone.
I love that so much, and I want to take this opportunity to personally thank you for being such an amazing teacher. And then we forgot to mention the work that we did together at People en Español.
Yes.
When I would come back down to Miami for other events, Tuti would come and help and put these elaborate and beautiful celebrity gifts together. Packages. And let me tell you, for those on the receiving end of a gift from me, this man taught me how to shrink wrap, okay? This man taught me, we were there with hair dryers. Do you remember that year we gave away hair dryers and we used a few of them to actually shrink wrap the gift baskets? So we're there shrink wrapping, and just again, height and texture and colors. Thank you. You have given me so many skills that I still apply today. Like maybe not day to day, but often.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Tuti. Can you tell everybody where they could follow you on social media?
Oh my God, you're going to kill me.
You don't know your social media handle.
It's not that I don't know it. I actually have taken a big step back from social media.
That's okay. I'm not going to kill you. Of course not.
And it actually has helped me a lot. So for right now, if you want to find me, contact her.
Okay, that's fine. And you can contact me at Rachel La Loca. Are you open to opportunities? Are you freelancing at all?
I never want to say no.
Okay.
Right now, I am highly committed.
Okay.
But doors are always open.
That's fair. Because I know there's a lot of marketers out there that listen to this podcast and brand people. This is your guy right here. Thank you, Tuti. Thank you for coming to the BŌKEN Agency for this episode. I love you. I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
Oh my gosh, your evolution. Continue to evolve. This is the best. Watching your friends win, it just feels really good.
Yes, it does.
Thank you for being on this episode. Elevaderos, thanks for tuning in. Follow me at Rachel La Loca, RACHEL La Loca. Loca, and follow the brand at We Are Latinos Out Loud. And you can go to our website. It's wearelatinosOutloud.co, and you can find us on the tube of you, which is YouTube, because it's my tube, it's your tube, it's YouTube, it's WeTube. Yeah, it's his tube, it's her tube, it's everybody's. So follow us. Thank you so much, Miami. I love Miami so much. We're going to see the Marlins play right now. Shout out to everybody, all the Miamieros and the LOLeros that are out here too. And thank you to Eddie behind the scenes. And on that note, we out.
It's the Latinos Out Loud podcast.